Today we're going to talk about one of the biggest questions I always get is what is the interest rate? What is your interest rate? What is my interest rate going to be? And it is something that can be answered, but there is some information that we have to gather before we can answer that, because your credit score is going to impact what the interest rate, your down payment, whether it's a 30-year fixed or a 15-year, the term, if it's fixed or variable, whether or not you want to pay any points. It's a tough one to really get that just right off the cuff, just to answer that. We have to look at your credit score first. Someone who's trying to go conventional and ask that rate, well, if your credit score is a 740 or higher versus a 641, you're going to have a huge difference on the interest rate, sometimes as much as 1%. So that's something that's very, very important that you keep that with a grain of salt until your lender that you're speaking with gathers information. We can usually have to get some kind of application or at least a little bit more information to be able to do that. Typically within about 5 minutes or so we can get an estimate, but to get a true interest rate with an APR, which is an annual percentage rate, and that's what you really want to get when you're shopping interest rates, is you're going to have to probably have an application. We're going to have to see your score, your income, your debt to income ratios, get an idea of where your equity sits, and really run it through our system of qualification to be able to get that real answer. Before that is really just a quote. So we're happy to give you a quote. We're happy to give you an APR. We're happy to take an application. So we can answer that question. Just realize that it's very difficult to get that from just a 2-second conversation. There's no real right answer to what is your interest rate. Really could say, what rate do you want to get? What interest rate are you trying to get? So, and sometimes if you pay a little bit of a charge, which we call points, if you pay a little bit, a fraction of a point, you might be able to get your interest rate down 1/8 or 1/4. And that might make sense to be able to do that. So you want to talk to a lender that can give you the options, explain what they are, and we'll definitely help you out any way we can. And if you have some questions about what the rates are, about qualifying for a program, whether it's a refinance or purchase, please give me a call or an email, and please let me know how I can help.